rude words. Right, so what we're going to work on today is this portrait here. So you can see I've already gridded up the copy with 2 centimetre squares, and then you've got a sheet of photocopy paper which has got 2 centimetre squares on as well. So saves a bit of time having to do this yourself. So what I would recommend is that you number your squares, because it's very easy to get lost of where you are. So number your squares on your both sheets of paper. So I've numbered and lettered them. And I've also put on a diagonal line on your sheet and on your copy, because it's important that you get these eyes in a line so that they are looking in the same direction and they're in the same position on the face, because she's slightly turned away.
So cross-eyed, isn't it?
So we'll probably have a few cross-eyed ones that have to be adjusted. It's quite tricky to get 2 eyes the same. So what I would suggest you do, I tend to put my finger on where I'm starting so I can follow easily. So if I start just here on F6, which is that point there, I can begin to put in sort of the line of her eyebrow. So look at it in relation to each square and put these areas in. Look at each square and where lines cross them, like the line of the eye. You do have to concentrate quite a bit. It can be adjusted afterwards. So we've got the eye there with the line and the eyelid. We then come down, we've sort of got the nose and then the top of the nostril. So I'm just following it with my finger as I'm drawing it. I do find that makes it quite a bit easier, because it's very easy to get lost in what you're doing. Well, I find it easy to get lost. So what we're aiming to do is to put down the key elements, so the shape of the head, the ear, the features. We don't have to put any of the shading or the colouring on, we'll do that afterwards. So the idea is to draw it out in pencil, make all your mistakes, get it looking right on this sheet. Then what we'll do is we'll scribble on the back with graphite and then transfer your drawing onto a coloured sheet of paper. We'll then go in with ink and then go in with watercolour, finish off with a bit of pastel, coloured pencil and so on. So we use a few different mediums, but this is the bit that takes the time to get it nice and accurate, and don't be afraid to rub it out or start again if it goes a bit wrong. But if you follow the grid, ideally it should all come out perfect.
It'll be backwards, won't it?
How do you mean? No?
If we put it on...
So when you've got your drawing done, flip your sheet of paper over and use a soft pencil, or this is carpenter's pencil, so it's got a really thick rectangular lead on it, and just scribble over all of the back of your drawing. Then I've got some coloured paper here. So we then put our drawing onto our coloured paper. It's a good idea to just use a little bit of masking tape to hold it in place. And all we do is to go over our lines that we've drawn in pencil, or just something that's even a biro or something that's got a hard point to it, and it should come through onto your paper like that. Okay, we're transferring it from the drawing that we've done onto our coloured paper. And of course we can use this tracing a number of times if we want to. That's something we can have a look at next week. So just go round all the relevant bits that you need to and transfer it onto your paper. And you can just check that it's gone through okay, and that's why the masking tape keeps it in position. So what you don't want to do is to move the paper once you've started tracing it through.